Got microphones on each side.
Go ahead.
On the left.
Tom, overall, a lot of things to look at, but it seemed like your defense had taken some steps like it had the last couple of games. Especially Jawan was big against half and stretches. What did you see that was a big impact today?
Well, we wanted to be aggressive. There's no question about that. I mean, we're playing without when you look at what we're playing without, if you throw Colin in it, and you take James Blackman Jr. and you put OG Anunoby in there, we're playing without 35 points and 15 rebounds every time we step out there right now. And you throw that on top of the fact you're playing against the most experienced team in the country, and you can't just go out there and allow them to just play the way that they want to play. They're very good at that. And we needed to bring aggressiveness to the game. And we had a lot of deflections. We were very active. And at the end of the day, a couple possessions didn't go our way. A couple possessions went their way. But our guys were in a great battle mindset. They've been that way. They've been getting better. I don't think they've felt the burden of this at all, in the sense of, at least I haven't, and I don't think they have. You've got to take advantage of the opportunities that you have and do the very best with them. And so their effort, their energy, their will to win was excellent. As usual, both teams make some mistakes. And we just didn't. We needed a couple more possessions to go our way, and give them credit. They capitalized a couple of times. So our defense was much better. They're undefeated when they shoot 45% or better from the field. We knew we couldn't let them just have an open field day on that. And I'm sure they'll look at it, and Greg will be able to look at it and say they missed some shots they make, just like I'll be able to look at it and say we miss shots that we make. And not to mention having a pretty good shot maker not in there. But our battle and our compete level was really, really high, and that's what's most important right now. I mean, to build from, I guess.
Tom, you've spoken previously just about some of the technique or just the tweaks he's made to his technique with Josh. Right now, how much is just confidence playing a part in his last two games?
Probably both. Early on, he was hopping into his shot again, and almost settling. You know, and you never want to hunt threes. You want to. You want to be ready on when the ball's being rotated and reversed. You want to be ready to step in. And he was much better once he settled in on that. But really, it's footwork, it's follow through. That's really what it is. And then it's mindset. You know, when he's on the attack offensively, when he's on the attack defensively, you're in the flow of the game. You're really not thinking about shooting, and things become a lot clearer. You know, most players are like that for the most part, in the sense of, if you're really thinking about shooting, you usually don't make a whole bunch of them. But if you're ready to shoot and you're getting him in the flow of the game, it's amazing how much better it is. But he's definitely improving, and he played a lot of minutes. I don't think I took Rob out in the second half. I don't think. And for those guys to play the minutes that they're playing, especially after the way that they played Wednesday night, with the level of minutes and mental endurance that took, I'm proud of them.
In the middle.
Tom, you talked about being aggressive. They don't turn it over a ton, but you got 13, especially 8 in the first half. Just, I mean, what was working in terms of being able to force some mistakes?
And what do you see? What do you think was working?
I mean, you talked about being more aggressive, certainly.
I think that's what it had to be. I mean, you just can't let them pick you apart with their passing. They're such a great passing team, and they do a very good job of getting into the post. They do a phenomenal job of creating contact, and they're rewarded for it. And it's a good skill, and I don't mean that in a bad way at all. But you just can't let them pick you apart, because he puts everybody out that he puts on the court can shoot, and they can rebound and they can defend, but they can all pass, and that to me is what really sets them apart. So, and it has for years, but this team especially. I mean, there's you just cannot let them stand there and pick you off and not have your hands active. So we needed to bring some doubles at times, and we just needed a very aggressive mindset, and I think we had that.
In the back.
Coach, from year one to year two, and this straight in the back, from Hap, what have you seen out of him? And this year, for instance, what makes him harder to defend? How have you seen him mature?
Unfortunately, I'm not real good at scouting reports on the other guys publicly. We kind of try to save that for our team inside of it, but he's improved, as they all do here at Wisconsin, and he's a very good player.
Coach, is there any update on James?
Not right now, no.
Anything else for Coach? All right.
Right here. He has Jeremy.
here.
Go, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Just the 16 or 15 turnovers Wisconsin was able to get 16. How big was that?
Well, I'm sure it was big. Yeah, I'm sure it was big, and it's something we've got to work through. Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Coach.